What up, everybody in the YTBC? So, recently I hit a milestone. I actually hit the milestone probably, I'm going to say a week ago, but it's probably been about 4 days, maybe 5. I didn't want to make this video till I got a little bit more subscribers, because I think when I hit my first 100, I made a milestone video, and like 2 people unsubscribed, and I ended up with 98. So for a little while, at least a day, it it looked like I was prematurely celebrating. So I want to wait till there was a little bit of a cushion there. I feel a little bit more comfortable. But yeah, guys, you have effectively helped me reach 500 subscribers. And I am deeply humbled for everybody who subscribed to my channel. You know, in the beginning, it was rough. I'm not even gonna joke. It was rough. My content was rough. The audio was shit. I wasn't hardly editing shit. Which, I mean, I understand. You know, you don't want to start off your channel putting a whole lot of work into your initial videos, because you know, if you put a couple hours of work into a video and it's only got like 2 views, well, you know, you feel like you wasted your time. But nonetheless, I know the content was very hard to get through in the beginning. But a lot of you have seen me grow. There's people who've been with me since day one. There's people who found out about me later. There's people who, you know, you heard about me from another channel or whatnot. And I thank each and every one of you for subscribing. Now, that being said, I do want to thank some people specifically. First, I gotta thank Jay Cotto. Jay Cotto is the channel who inspired me to start my channel. This was back in, I think, don't exactly quote me on this, but if I'm not mistaken, my very first video I uploaded was in July of 2015. Not 100% sure on that, but I think it was. At the time, I was watching a lot of different channels, and Jay Cotto, there was just something about him that, you know, I really liked his content. I subscribed. I left comments, and you know, I mentioned something about hashtag come back to boxing, how I really appreciated the movement, and he said, well, it's your movement. That really resonated with me, and at that point I decided to create my my channel. And Jay Cotto, he's one of my day ones. He's always been there. You know, he never felt sour toward me. You know, even when, you know, even though I'm not officially hashtag come at the boxing, you know, I kind of branched out, and now I'm part of the UGC. He never questioned it. He respected it. And you know what? I consider Jay Cotto to be a very good friend of mine. So I gotta thank Jay Cotto. Another one that I really gotta thank, who was very intricate in my next step in this YouTube thing, was Black Horseman. Black Horseman Promotions has been very supportive of me since I joined the UGC. He's been a good friend. He wasted no time adding me to the UGC Hangouts. You know, he's been very encouraging. You know, I've probably been not a part of the UGC, but probably been watching for a year now, I would say. And from the very beginning, he's been very supportive. He's been just all around genuine guy to me. And when I joined the UGC, you know, he took that to the next level and showed appreciation for what I do. And that's the thing. Sometimes, I mean, you shouldn't do it for the appreciation, but it's nice. It's very nice to feel appreciated, and he's told me so many times that, you know, he's humbled that I fuck with the UGC. And the reality is I'm humbled to be a part of it. You know, so I just gotta thank Black Horseman Promotions for, you know, being there. And you know what? He's done a good job of, whether he's outright said to subscribe to me, or he just directed people to his channels tab where you can find me. You know, that's very appreciated by me, that's for sure. Another YouTuber that I really got to give a big thank you to is Mark from Unrivaled Boxing Talk and News. Mark from Unrivaled Boxing Talk and News has really, me and him, we've always been friends from the time that we met. Let me get that out the way. From the very first conversation we had, we've been friends. But as of late, he is personally taking upon himself to you know, make people aware of my channel. You know, and he shared my videos on his community page. He, you know, there's been times where all I am is in the chat of his lives, and he's telling people to subscribe to me. And then if I join the panel, he tells people to subscribe to me. You know, and he don't have to do that. He don't owe me anything. But, you know, apparently he sees something in me that is promising, and he's felt the need to let people, you know, be aware that I exist. And I appreciate that. I appreciate it wholeheartedly. Those are the three main YouTubers I want to thank. But there's many others that I want to thank as well. I want to thank D. Jefferson. He's been very supportive. He likes and comments damn near every one of my videos. And you know what? I try my best to support him. I'm subscribed to a shit ton of channels, and it's not always easy, but I always try to look out for D. Lately it's been difficult because I guess he's been having some medical issues, which seem to be fine now. But for a little while there, I hadn't seen anything in my feed from him. So, but I wish the best to D. He himself, you know, has hit some milestones, and I wish nothing but success to him. And of course, I wish nothing but success for the other three gentlemen that I mentioned before. But D, I'm doing this completely off the top of my head. So, first off, let me say, if I forget any of you, please don't take offense. But, you know, let me go ahead and thank some commenters real quick. You know, there's been some of y'all who have been there from the beginning, like I said, and some of you who found me along the way. People like Hawker Mustang, he's been there pretty much from the beginning. People like It's About the Boxing, he's been there since the beginning. Then you got guys who found me later, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nobody knows about you got to find the channel. You know, there's not like this big announcements that happens. Oh, brand new channel in the community. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I do spotlights. But Tim W, you know, he came fairly recent. You know, he's been supporting me for probably the past 3 or 4 months, and he's much appreciated. You know, Samuel Shaw, Boxing Monster, Lisa Bales, Quran Bread, Lydia Dones. I'll be honest with you, I didn't even know that Lydia Dones was a supporter until recently, and now I kind of feel bad, but I appreciate it, and people like JR the Boxing Junkie. Oh, here's another. Yeah, he's a channel, not just a commenter. He hasn't been making that much comment lately, but he is in my description box if y'all want to check him out. Haplotype Zero. He's another one who doesn't make a whole lot of content, at least right now. But I appreciate the work he puts out, and I appreciate any time that I see a comment from Haplotype Zero. I respect him a lot. He has a lot of boxing knowledge. Oh, here's another uploader that I can't forget him. Boxing Librarian. Boxing Librarian's been my friend for quite a while. He's been my friend since damn near the beginning. Not the very beginning, but pretty close. He's been there since before I hit my first 50, I would say. My first 50 subscribers. So, Boxing Librarian, thank you for all your support. And the list just goes on, and I know I'm gonna forget people. I know, because I met so many of y'all been so great to me. And y'all don't owe me nothing. I'll be honest with you. You don't owe me a single thing. But I'm humbled by the fact that you show me support. Whether you simply watch, or if you're out there telling people that I exist and that they should check me out. Regardless of what it is, I thank you. Even El Jefe, I gotta thank El Jefe, believe it or not. Some of y'all may be shocked that I'm thanking El Jefe, but let me tell you why I gotta thank El Jefe, alright? And it's not just because he's giving me material to make some of my content. That's not even what it is, okay? Me and El Jefe have somewhat of a love, no homo, hate relationship. Alright? Even though he has trolled me in the past. Even though there was even a point where he wanted to fight me. The reality is this. El Jefe has actually told people to subscribe to me. Now, he hasn't been doing it the whole time, but he's done it. He's been doing it recently. And you know what? That's support. So I gotta thank the man. And speaking of which, El Jefe just started his channel. And who knows, I might do a spotlight later. And you might be surprised at how good it is. I'll be honest with you. When he told me, when I heard that El Jefe was starting his channel up, I didn't know what to expect. I thought it was going to be a whole lot of propaganda, to be honest with you. But you know what? He's putting out real content. And I mean, keep in mind, it's his opinion. Every one of us, we're entitled to our opinion. But I was expecting it to be him dragging certain boxers' names through the mud, like Terrence Crawford and Boo Boo Andre. But you know what? He has actually been pretty fair. So please show him some support. Encourage him to move more in that direction. But yeah, I got to thank El Jefe. I do. I got to thank him for, letting people, telling people, hey, go subscribe to Red Glove Militant. First time I heard him say it, I about had a heart attack because I thought he hated my guts. But yeah, thank you, El Jefe. Damn, I really don't want to forget anybody. And D, you know how hard this is. I could tell you was having a hard time because you didn't want to forget anybody. Johnny Boy, he's another one who has told people to go subscribe to me. Thank you, Johnny Boy. I guess another good thank you would be to those who I've spotlighted, because y'all really do inspire me to keep doing my thing. When I see young, promising, and when I say young, I don't mean by age, I'm talking about by age of channel. You know, when I see channels who are starting out and they got that optimism and they got that passion for the sport, it really reminds me why we do this. And it does inspire me, believe it or not. So I thank y'all who, you know, take that leap to say, you know what, I'm going to make content. I know there's going to be people who are going to troll me. I know there's going to be people who, you know, who are going to hate, but I'm going to do this. And through the good, the bad, and the ugly, I'm going to make content. It's work. It's work that most of us don't get paid for, to be honest. Because I haven't reached 1,000 subscribers, I can't, even if I wanted to, I can't try to make money off of it, which is fine. I've never done this for the money. It's never been about money. It's never even really been about getting subs. But I'm thankful for the subs that I do have. So, and I guess there's one more big thank you that is absolutely owed. And like I said, if I forgot you, I do apologize. But the last thank you I want to give out is to the boxers who put their health and their lives on the line so that we can talk about the sport. From the lowest of the low to the greatest of the A-sides, I thank every last one of them for participating in this sport. It's very dangerous. Even the guys who are cherry picking, I have a base level of respect for, and I thank them for doing what they do. A lot of these guys are a lot of these guys, some of these guys, they're making a lot of money, but there's a lot more who aren't. You got the guys, the Joe Smiths of the world, who are still working a full-time job on top of boxing. So I think everybody, every last one of these boxers, even if I have criticism of them, I can't criticize the fact that they go in there and they sacrifice time away from their family. We see them for 3 minutes a round, anywhere from 4 to 10 rounds a fight. But a lot of times I feel like we forget there's a lot of hours that are put in that gym. A lot of hours. To us, it just looks like that one fight. But to them, it was everything leading up to the fight and the fight included. It's the whole thing. So I thank them for the sacrifices that they make. And understanding that there's a good chance that they may not live through the night. There's a possibility. I shouldn't say a good chance, but there's a fair possibility that could be the case. It's also a fair possibility that their career could be ended, not by death, but guys like Pritchard Colon come to mind. Guys like Adonis Stevenson. These guys, their careers were ended in one night. So I thank them. I thank every boxer who has ever put on the gloves and stepped in the ring, because you guys make it possible for us to make the content that we make. So I'm going to leave it at that. If I forgot you, It wasn't on purpose. I didn't leave anybody out vindictively. If you ever supported me, I thank you. Y'all have a wonderful, blessed day. Peace.
That's why I'm undefeated.